So I have one more thing. In continuous time, we have taken system. In continuous time, we have taken system. Input is represented by x of t, output is represented by y of t. Okay, we have written convolution in time domain. When you apply any transform, it becomes multiplication. Convolution will become multiplication, which is frequency domain. So time domain convolution is equal to frequency domain multiplication. Time domain convolution equal to frequency domain multiplication. I have one more point in this. Here, I will make it as equation 1 and I will make this as equation 2. So in equation 2, you can just write h of s equal to y of s by x of s, and this is called system function. This is called system function or transfer function. System function or transfer function. Okay. And if you write it in time domain, h of t equal to y of t divided by x of t, it is called gain. Time domain, it is called gain. In frequency domain, it is called transfer function. Okay, time domain, it is called gain. In frequency domain, it is called transfer function. Okay, so the h of t can relate input and output. Okay, h of t can relate input and output, and that can be done in continuous time as differential equation. Okay, h of t, it relates the input and output. It relates the input and output, and that can be further represented using differential equation. In continuous time, if it is continuous time. And it can be done using difference equation if it is in discrete time. In discrete time, we will be using x of n, h of n, and y of n. These are the representations. In continuous time, we will be using x of t, h of t, and y of t. Okay, this is the difference in continuous time and discrete time. So now I will go with the further discussion about the system. If I have a system, h of t is the system behavior, x of t is the input, and y of t is the output. Okay. If no input is present, okay, but there are some initial conditions for the system. So before switching on, internally some operation is going on. So initial conditions exist. In that case, output is called natural response. Okay, it will give some output. Without input also, sometimes system will give output. That output is called naturally it is happening, so natural response. Okay. So if input exists and initial conditions are zero, in that case, output is called forced response. We are giving some input and forcing the system to produce the output. Okay. Forced response means you are giving some input exists, and initial conditions are zero. System is at rest. When you are giving input, then only system will wake up. You are forcing some input and forcing the system to give some output. That is called forced response. Okay. In other way, this natural response is also called as homogeneous solution. This natural response is also called as homogeneous solution. Forced response is also called as homogeneous plus particular integral. Okay, homogeneous solution plus particular integral. Homogeneous plus particular integral together called as forced response. Okay, so you have one more thing called as total response. Which is sum of natural response, and forced response. Total response is nothing but sum of natural response and forced response. Okay, so what I have told you, for natural response, input is zero, initial conditions exist. Okay, this is the condition. Input zero and initial conditions exist. Forced response means input exists and initial conditions are zero. initial conditions for the system are 0. Initial conditions for the system are 0. Okay, this is about natural response and forced response. In mathematics, you might have already come across homogeneous solution, particular integral. In mathematics, already you might have come across homogeneous solution and particular integral. The same thing, homogeneous solution is called natural response. Particular integral is nothing, homogeneous plus particular is that sum is called forced response. Homogeneous plus particular integral, that sum is called forced response. And then if you add the natural response and forced response, if you add the natural response plus forced response, that is called total response of the system. That is called total response of the system. Okay. So now the diagram we have taken up in continuous time. So all the equations which represents will be in differential equation format. We are taking continuous time representation. So the equation which represents what equation is this? It will relate the input and output. It will relate the input and output. Input is x of t and output is y of t. Input is x of t, output is y of t. Differential equation means you will have it in terms of x of t and y of t. From that equation you have to find out. From that equation you have to find out what is the natural response, what is the forced response of the system. Natural response means without giving any input, free response. Other name for natural response is free response. Okay, it will work freely. Without any input, it will work freely. But if you give some input, you are forcing the system to produce output. That is called forced response. Okay, natural response, other name is free response or homogeneous solution. Forced response is nothing but homogeneous plus particular integral. You are giving input and forcing the system to produce output. Okay, this is about natural and forced response and total response.